Achtung, der Zug nach Paris fährt in 2 Minuten von Gleis 1 ab. Achtung, Achtung, der Zug nach Paris fährt in 2 Minuten von Gleis 1 ab.
Beate? Yes. Good. Thank you.
So, English?
Pardon?
Are you English?
German.
You're learning French, you have books.
Observant of you.
Why would the daughter of Goethe and Beethoven want to live in Paris?
My father told me I would be ruined. I thought that sounded interesting.
You couldn't get ruined at home?
Yeah, but I think it is more fun in France.
Oh, in France we can ruin anything. Of course, the best way to learn French is to have a French boyfriend.
I have one.
Ah.
I walk him to school every morning.
You like younger men?
He is 6.
You're working au pair in Paris?
I work as a live-in babysitter slave. France. I study your language also.
So the boyfriend, when he has ruined you, will he marry you?
Oh, probably not.
You want to go to the cinema with me sometime?
Perhaps. Serge, hello.
Ah, there you are. Da 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 dee da 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 dee da 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 dee dee dee. We must change key at the same time for a different one.
Oh, it's here.
Huh? Well, I hope your studies go well.
And yours.
Okay. And that your boyfriend will marry you.
Oh, no, I think he's found a younger woman. was very nice tonight.
And for me.
I don't want to go in.
Beate?
Oh, Serge. Hello.
Hello. I'm so sorry to be late.
I thought you weren't coming.
Maybe I shouldn't have come.
What do you mean?
Well, it's difficult, you know. Because I'm a Jew.
So?
Well, you're German.
But I don't think that's a problem.
You don't think it's a problem?
No.
What do you know about the war?
Oh, I was very young. But I remember my mother and I had to move out of our apartment because of the bombing.
Mm-hmm.
We were alone because my father was a clerk in the army.
Anything else?
Near the end of the war, he was taken prisoner by the English.
Ah.
And he didn't return for almost 1 year. It was very bad.
Anything about the Jews?
Well, we were told the Jews were our enemies. But we lost the war, and the people don't like to talk about it anymore.
No, they don't. Maybe we should talk about it a little. You know, the Germans, they killed 6 million Jews. It's a lot, you know. It's a lot. And there is a national amnesia. Everybody says, I didn't do it, I didn't do it. but somebody must have done it because they are all dead. You don't believe me?
No, I do. But it's hard for us to know exactly what happened.
My father had a bad time during the war. The whole family. We were living in Nice, you know. One night, the Gestapo came. Suddenly, my sister and I were pulled out of bed and bundled into a hiding place that my father had built behind a closet.
Now we all pretend we're mice. I'm going with them. Maybe that will save you.
He was big, you know, and strong, and he probably thought that he could survive. Of course, he knew that they would kill us all if they found us.
What's your name? Klarsfeld. Arno, come with me. What reason may I ask? Don't ask questions. Raus mit ihm, raus mit ihm! Du kommst doch nicht schlecht rein! Wieder Wagen!
And they took my father to Auschwitz, and he died there, you know, in the gas chamber. Anyway, we went to the country, and there were people there who hid us until the war was over. Auschwitz. Here people were exterminated, slaughtered. These were not soldiers, you know, these were just ordinary citizens. They were taken in trains to these camps, and they were stripped. And they were told they would be taken to the showers, but out of the showers came not water, but poison gas. So, this is part of a list of Jews deported from France to concentration camps. Look here. Convoy 61, October 28, 1943. That's my father.
How can you come here?
Someday I want to publish a book which will list the names of all the French Jews who died, so that they're not forgotten. Now here's the file of Kurt Lischke. He was the chief of Gestapo in Paris from 40 to 43. He was responsible for the deportation to Auschwitz of tens of thousands of Jews from France. And he's living now in Cologne. He's a prosperous businessman. He's even in the phone book.
No.
Yes, yes. And this is Klaus Barbie. Now, Barbie was the worst torturer in France. He worked in Lyon. We think that he lives in Germany. A quiet life.
How did these men get away?
Well, Barbie just disappeared in 1950, we think.
Disappeared?
Well, when he had help. The Americans were using him as an intelligence agent. And they give him anything that he needed. They give him papers. And then the French got on his trail, and the Americans lost him.
They knew who he was?
It looks like it. I'd love to get Barbie.
Get him?
Well, the Israelis got Adolf Eichmann. You know, Eichmann was in charge of administering the entire extermination program, and they kidnapped him in Argentina, and now he's awaiting trial. It can be done. That's the Warsaw Ghetto.
They're about to die.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could stop being German.
Well, you can't. But at least now you're a German who knows.
They should all know. I'm very sorry about your father.
I'm falling in love with you. Ah, David, I'm sorry.
My God. It's Wednesday?
Well, yes, I'm sorry.
We should go.
No, well, yes, we can go.
No, no, no.
Yes, we'll go.
I'll go to the cafe.
No, we can go to the cafe.
I'm tired. Enough reading. I can use some coffee.
Well, we don't want to disconvenience.
How's your mother?
No taller, no shorter.
There is some wine. It's been opened. But I think it's good.
Thank you.
2 hours?
Well, you're right.
And play the radio, or my landlady will have her ear to the wall all night.
Sorry.
It's funny. I sleep with you when all I really want to do is talk. And when I'm away from you, I have trouble sleeping.
Why?
The photographs. I have so much anger. And I don't know what to do with it. I want to tell, you know, to write. Oh, I want your love. I want your life. I want your life. I want everything that's inside of you.
You like your job as a secretary?
It's fine for now.
There are jobs like that in Berlin. You don't have to go to Paris to be a secretary.
I like Paris, Papa.
This is your home, Beate. You should settle down and marry.
I've come to tell you I am getting married.
He is French?
Yeah. And he's a law student. His name is Serge Klarsfeld. He is Jewish, and he is wonderful. You will meet him.
Beate, how can this be?
No, you will not. I didn't want you to go there. An impressionable girl alone. It was only a matter of time.
Only a matter of time before what? Before I found out about Germany? About the camps, Papa? Papa, why didn't you tell me the truth? About the Jews?
If you do this, you are not my daughter.
Hello, Madame Hallenbrunner.
Oh, what a beautiful grandson. Right?
Yeah.
And Serge, is he happy with his job at the National Radio?
Loves it. He came out on top in the competitive exams. Did I tell you?
Has he given up the law?
No. This will help him get established.
You know, I saw your article in the newspaper. Are you working on anything else?
I'm working with Serge on a pamphlet about Kiesinger. The truth about Kurt Georg Kiesinger.
Why him? The German chancellor? Why Kiesinger?
He was assistant director of Hitler's radio propaganda effort.
He was a Nazi?
Well, he claims he was just a bureaucrat, but no. How could he not know about the concentration camps?
Bravo. Do your bosses know what you're doing?
I know. You want to pass our guest a chocolate? Huh?
Oh, thank you, my little Arno.
Named after Serge's father.
Children are so precious. Nazis took mine and my husband. It was Klaus Barbie.
Hello? Hello, Ita. Hello? Hello, Maman. Any more tea?
I've been dismissed. They fired me
For being late?
for the articles. There's Madame Hallenbrunner, whose family, whose children died in the camps. And And I write an article about the German chancellor who was a Nazi? I lose my job as a secretary? No, I'm too angry to cry.
Have you told my mother?
I was waiting for Madame Hallenbrunner to leave.
Is it worth it to lose your job over an article no one will see?
Yes.
Yeah, this is our work. It's what we do.
You can bring Nazis to jail with words, with articles. You risk too much for things that produce nothing. You think this work you do will change public opinion, but it will not. I will go check Arno.
I don't understand why the German papers don't pay attention. We've given them all the evidence. The German chancellor was a Nazi and nobody cares. The Germans pretend it never happened.
Maybe we're just not people to pay attention to.
You're a lawyer. Aren't there any legal means? What if I brought suit against Kiesinger?
What's your complaint?
My father-in-law was killed at Auschwitz.
Did Kiesinger turn on the gas? Even if he did, they don't prosecute this kind of cases in Germany.
Then let's charge him in France.
But he didn't commit the crimes in France. That's why the Nazis are so safe in Germany.
There must be something.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think people care about these things. Politicians don't truly care. Unless...
What do you mean?
Oh, well... Unless the people know that the politicians know, then the politicians have to take action to give the impression that they care. So you have to get the attention of the people and the politicians at the same time.
What if I stand next to Kiesinger, take off my clothes?
I think he would like that.
Maybe I'll do something he wouldn't like.
Excuse me? Beate Klarsfeld?
Yeah.
My name is Franz Meyer.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Let's go in.
But only if it can be simultaneously and mutually coordinated with the disarmament measures of the Eastern Bloc. My fellow Bundestag members, we have thrown down the gauntlet of worldwide disarmament and global peace to the Eastern Bloc. Let them pick it up. It is now my privilege to introduce the Chancellor of Germany, Kurt Georg Kiesinger.
President, guests and mayor, members of the Bundestag, honored guests. I start off by taking this opportunity to emphasize that our alliance with the United States is an instrument of defense for us, and that we should strive in our political efforts for an eventual security which one day, expressly once more, I said, when two powerful military machines stand opposed to one another through the force and danger if one allows
Nazi! Kiesinger, resign! Kiesinger! Nazi! Resign! Resign!
Giesinger was a Nazi.
Why did you
Here's his on his background.
Thank you.
Please read this.
Thank you. Over here, please. Thank you. Thank you.
What is going on? Mutti, I need you to understand.
You think Serge's father is a hero, and you're ashamed of your own father. You hurt his memory, Beate.
I think if he were alive, he would understand. I'm doing this for myself, for my child, and my husband, and for my generation of Germans. We are not just the children of Beethoven, but also of Hitler and the Gestapo.
Let it rest, Beate. You'll make a spectacle of this
Your
cause
generation
of yours.
stood by. You accepted things you knew were wrong. I cannot.
My friends talk about what you do.
It's what I believe.
That you are married to a Jew.
You're in all the papers.
Yeah, I almost didn't do it. All those people were around me, and I looked at him. He looked intelligent, you know?
Oh?
Almost attractive, except his eyes were too close together. And I thought, there will never be another time. You must do it. You must do it. I did it. Let me see.
Do you have the notebook?
Yeah, my
The
first
press notebook, yes. They won't let you into the hall if you...
Better if they don't. They may think you are an assassin. You could be shot.
I will be careful. Do you think I have enough?
Yes, yes. You don't want to draw attention to yourself until you're in front
Can't
of
you see the
Giesinger.
danger? You're a mother, Beate. Think of your child.
I am thinking of him.
Look, she's going. The decision is made. She's going, all right? Because now is the time to confront him. He's surrounded by conflict. Giesinger is losing strength.
Then go with her.
No, I must go. I am German. You know if Serge comes, the issues get confused.
Besides, I have to work.
Right, yeah. I will be careful. Yeah?
Ladies and gentlemen of the CDU, in these times which see democracy threatened from the East, Berlin is a particularly appropriate choice, as both Berlin and the CDU stand as bulwarks of that democracy, as well as...
May I just pass through?
Take a seat, then.
But I would like to speak with my editor across the room.
You'll have to go around that way.
I will be very discreet.
Which serves as the focus
Please.
of German
Okay,
social
but go quickly.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are fortunate that by taking time off from his re-election campaign,
Nazi.
Chancellor Giesinger
Nazi.
is able to...
Frau Klarsfeld, how could you use violence against the German Chancellor?
Violence is when you impose a Nazi chancellor on the youth of Germany.
It is the opinion of this court to put a quick end to this kind of political disturbance. We cannot allow this kind of action to happen again. You are sentenced to a year in prison without suspension. Have you anything to say?
Your Honor, we are in West Berlin, which is governed by the French, the British, and the Americans. As a French citizen, I demand to be tried in a French court. This court has no jurisdiction over me.
Hello?
It worked. You're a genius.
Ah!
They didn't want a jurisdictional tangle.
Oh, that's terrific.
Of course, there may be an appeal, but for now, I'm free.
Wonderful.
I love you. Lishka.
Lishka.
He's in Germany.
So?
So, it's time to go back and bring attention to the Nazis who are hiding there.
Beate, the coalition defeated Kiesinger only 18 months ago.
So?
So Willy Brandt is in now. Maybe he will encourage investigations.
No.
Officially they investigate, unofficially they do nothing.
Is Barbie in Germany now?
We don't know where he is, but Lishka is in Cologne. He's in the phone book.
We go to Germany and do what?
There are investigations going on.
You can't get Barbie or Lishka in Germany. Nothing will happen.
We bring him to France.
Kidnap him?
But you'll be followed as soon as you enter
Could you
Germany.
even get to him? Of course. We bring him here and show him to the press. He was head of the Gestapo in Paris. Then we give him to the police.
We kidnap him. We kidnap him?
Yeah.
Count me out. I'm not getting involved in the kidnapping. Is this really the biggest car you could get?
Do you know how much I would have had to pay to get a bigger car?
It will be all right once he's unconscious. We'll fold him up.
You sure you'll recognize him?
Would we be here if I wasn't sure? I've looked at it in the photographs.
Do you think you can knock him out with that blackjack?
Steve McQueen does it. Why can't I?
All right, we better go.
I saw the most appalling incident on the street this morning. I think your newspaper should know. I saw 4 men attack an innocent man walking down the street.
My name is Maurice Lebon. I'm on the foreign desk of Le Monde. We have a rumor here that you had a kidnap attempt on Kurt Lischke. He was the former head of Gestapo in Paris. Are you running a story?
This is Beate Klarsfeld. I claim responsibility for the kidnapped attempt of Kurt Lischke, the Nazi war criminal. That's right, Lischke. L-I-S-C-H-K-A. Yeah? If you come by the Cologne Park Hotel, I will give you a dossier of Lischke's crimes. How could I possibly be a terrorist?
Thank you.
I'm a Paris housewife who wants a decent rural child.
You could face a long jail term for this attempt, you know.
Oh, I doubt the Cologne police will arrest me.
Mrs. Klarsfeld.
Please hold me. The police have done everything they could to keep this quiet.
But please hold me.
If they do arrest me, it would only prove that the Federal Republic would rather jail me than deal with the Nazi war criminals living in West Germany as free men.
But Mrs. Klarsfeld.
What's keeping Serge? I'm starving.
He's no fool. Letting us do all the work.
Put it in the car.
Well, after all, he's buying the lunch.
He was just picking up the food. He said he was stopping at the center to drop off a box of documents.
Then that's where he is. He gets over there and does nothing but research.
Serge, we're hungry.
Take these. Take this.
What is it?
Take it.
What's wrong?
The public prosecutor in Munich has closed the Klaus Barbie case. The investigation is over.
How can they close it? Is he dead?
Lack of evidence.
What does that mean? He was just a good German doing his job in Lyon?
It's just like the Lischke case. They would have closed it, but we brought it to the public's attention.
Well, we have to have a plan. We have to think of something.
Maybe I should go back to Germany.
Maybe. Anyway, let's eat. And I hope this Barbie thing isn't a bad omen for the new apartment.
We do have a strange family life.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Do you ever want another child?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I know it's difficult, but so do I.
But you know what's really important? We can't have our lives be a choice between a family or a cause. We have to have both. We have to have both. I lost far too many of my family during the war ever to let the Nazis or anyone else take any more away from us.
Are you the delegation leader?
Yes.
Do you think Ludolf will reopen the Barbie case?
I don't know. I hope so.
What will you and the other French veterans do if he doesn't?
We left our petition with Prosecutor Ludolf. That's all I have to say.
And the other cases will be closed as well. Lischke will never be brought to trial.
But the prosecutor claims that no new evidence has been produced. The war has been over 26 years. Why protest now?
There should never be a time limit on justice. Barbie executed Frau Haulenbrunner's husband and sent her 3 children to death camps. You don't think that justifies the case, even after 26 years? I have new evidence to present to the prosecutor. And we will stay outside this courthouse, where law is supposed to mean something, until the Barbie case is reopened. I spent 16 days in jail for the Lischke case. And those days were not pleasant, but necessary to change public opinion. I am prepared for more now.
I lost 3 children to Barbie. My 2 little girls were gassed in Auschwitz. My 13-year-old boy died of starvation in the Polish coal mines. The Gestapo arrested my husband, and Barbie had him shot. I found him in the morgue with 17 bullet holes in him.
I think you have made your point. I should get her to shelter.
I'll stay, Ita. Why don't you go back to the hotel?
I don't want to leave. I want dignity and justice for my husband and my children.
What if the old woman catches cold and dies of exposure? The press will say you're as bad as Barbie.
She is a publicity seeker. I'm just doing my job. I can't be influenced by this kind of action.
If the old woman dies, you'll never hear the end of it.
You're right. Bring them up here. I'm not changing the rules, Frau Klarsfeld. I'm not giving freedom to Nazis. But what seemed evidence at the end of the war does not read like evidence now. Let's assume that Barbie knew he was sending people to death camps. That would be a crime. But where is the evidence? I won't reopen the case, not without proper evidence.
The veterans delegation from Lyon gave you a petition this morning. And here are new documents, more proof. May I show you? This affidavit establishes Barbie's knowledge. Here. Barbie tells a Jewish official protesting summary executions. Shot or deported. It's all the same. Barbie knew they were death camps.
But this is hearsay. One man reports what the second man heard Barbie say. I can't base a case on that. It would not be admissible in a trial.
What if we can find the man who heard Barbie make that statement?
Frau Klarsfeld, if you can find the man who heard Barbie make that statement, I will reopen the case.
Attention, attention, le train est arrivé sur le quai numéro 14.
Listen, I found him. Hello, Ita. I found him. He's an attorney. His name is Raymond Geisman. We have an appointment with him right now. In fact, we're late, so we're going.
All right, you stay with Ita and Raya. I'll be back before you know it. All right? Oh, Ita was wonderful. She was able to tell her story, right?
I remember the occasion very well. I was an official of the Jewish Union. The Gestapo had set up to control us.
We were all very upset about the summary executions of our men.
Bobby would arrest them for questioning, then simply execute them at Fort Montluc.
When I protested, he regarded me as if I were a fool.
He said, shot or deported, it's all the same. I could not understand what he meant. Labor camps were really death camps.
Your evidence is sufficient for me to reopen the Barbie case. Thank you both for coming. I want to do something practical, not just symbolic, to help. They are for your files. These are of Barbie.
When were they taken?
1943.
He was 30. Where is he now?
I hope you can find out. It will not be easy. Appearances change. Sometimes these men even alter their faces.
Thank you. They will help very much. Thank you.
Madame Klarsfeld, thank you so much for coming. Monsieur, I am Herbert John. Shall we have some lunch?
Why not?
As I explained on the phone, I live in Peru. There are many of us Germans in South America. Some good, some bad, some very bad. Prosecutor Ludolf in Munich mentioned I might be of use to you.
Well, thank you.
I miss European food in South America. Too spicy down there.
Yes. What's in the picture?
This shows a group of Germans in La Paz, Bolivia, taken in 1968. I think this is Theodore Danica.
Ah, he was a Nazi. He was chief of what they call the Office of Jewish Affairs in France.
Are you sure this is Danica?
No, not sure. I said I think. It's so hard to be sure who's who. They're protected. Some of the ex-Nazis advise the governments in Gestapo techniques, surveillance, extracting information, etc., etc. So I think it's Theodore Danica.
I thought Danica was dead.
The best cover of all.
This man, what does he call himself?
I'll try to find his current alias.
Could we keep this photograph?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
I just think it's important that we meet first.
I was thinking about what Herbert Jones said.
Yes, but no, I think it would...
Come here.
What? No, I don't mean it. No, I'll see you on Tuesday. Come here.
Remember what he said about the Germans in South America? Some good, some bad, some very bad. What if Barbie went to South America?
Ah.
This is Barbie. This could be Barbie.
No.
Yeah.
No, Herbert Jones said that was Danica.
But your research said Danica is dead.
It could still be his picture.
It's him. I am sure of it.
This looks more like Danica dead than Barbie alive.
Where's that note from Herbert John?
It's there somewhere.
He said he uses the name Klaus Altman. Klaus Barbie becomes Klaus Altman. No wonder I could never find him in Germany. He's in Bolivia.
It's not him.
I'm right.
You're grasping at straws.
I will prove it to you. I will show you I am right. Huh?
Hello, Madame Klarsfeld. Hello.
Maybe, maybe not. I'll study them.
But it could be the same man.
Maybe.
So, perhaps?
Madam, I need time to study the photographs. Let me make a copy, huh?
I cannot publish these photos, madame. If the man is not Barbie, I get sued for libel.
I've just come from the Identification Bureau. They say this is the same man. When I get the official report, I will give it to every newspaper in Paris.
Well, let me consult our legal department.
Thank you. anything wrong? You seem so...
A man is following me. Everywhere. He'll be waiting near the car.
You've told Serge, of course.
No. I'm afraid to. If I tell him, it will make me stop.
Tell him. Can't you admit you're frightened?
Oh, I am frightened. For all of us.
What is going to happen? Hello? You're late.
How's he doing?
He's doing alarmingly well. Strategy is coming well, so is the patience. Most of all the patients. There you go.
Go brush your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Come and see me, Mama.
Should we call this fellow Barbie? You want the game? Beate? What is it? What is it?
I'm frightened for Arnold.
Why?
Someone is following me.
What?
Whenever I leave here.
We have to phone the police.
No, I don't want them to think we're scared.
But I mean, if we...
I'm so tired these days, too.
Tired?
Yeah.
Tired? You're tired? Are you pregnant?
Maybe.
Oh. Oh, well, we have to be patient, that's all.
What do you mean?
No, we just have to stop for a while. We have to till the baby's born. We just have to do... No, we just do the research. Nobody ever follows a researcher.
Stop. We could lose Barbie.
But you're more important than Barbie.
Let's see if I am pregnant, then we'll decide, all right?
All right.
For Mr. and Mrs. Klarsfeld.
Thank you.
Huh?
You want a boy or a girl?
Yes. Hello?
Oh, Betty.
A package came.
It's sure it's sweet.
It says so on the package.
Uh-huh.
Sweet, huh?
A lot of sweet.
That sounds good.
Why sweets? It's nobody's birthday.
Think it's chocolate? What is this? Black sugar?
Arno,
Give me.
leave it.
Arno! Phone the police, Beate. Just go out of the apartment. No, go with it. Beate, just go. I'll be there in a moment. Go. Why don't you take Anna upstairs, Mama? Hello? was her maid. The police spoke with the concierge, but she doesn't remember who brought the package. No evidence, nothing. About 300 of these, can you imagine?
They're desperate. We must be getting close.
We may be getting close, but they almost killed Arno.
I want to go to Bolivia to find Barbie.
Are you crazy? You can't go to Bolivia, they'll kill you. They'll kill you.
We must do something.
For the moment, research is enough. You're pregnant.
Barbie. I'm not incapacitated.
We're not going to lose one more life to these people, not one, Beate.
You're the one who
I'm not
said
going to
the
have this
research is
conversation
only the
anymore.
first
This
step.
discussion is
It
finished.
won't
It's
bring me to
finished.
trial. We're so close. I intend to get a job, you know.
Why don't you just be a mother for a while?
We could use the money.
We have Arno. You have another child on the way. Why don't we just pay some attention to that, just for a while, Arno! Breakfast!
Hello. Yeah, speaking. What? Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank goodness for photographs. That was the identification bureau. They said it's the same man.
I understand you're Serge Klarsfeld?
Yes.
I am Simone Lagrange. I'm certain that the photo in Laurent is Klaus Barbie.
Really?
Yeah. We have a mutual friend, Raymond Geisman. Perhaps we should all meet and talk.
Perhaps we should.
I know that man is Klaus Barbie.
How do you know that?
I met him during the war. I could never forget the eyes.
That was more than 25 years ago. You couldn't have been very old.
I was 13.
Forgive me. We don't doubt your sincerity, of course. But the memory plays tricks, you know, and people change.
You see, we need to be certain.
I'm not likely to forget Klaus Barbie. He interrogated me for a week, at the very time of the Normandy invasion. The Gestapo took my father, my mother and me to Fort Montluc. My brother and sister had been sent to the country because just before the invasion, the bombings were very heavy, even in Lyon. We were taken to an interrogation room.
How pretty she is. Do you have other children, madame?
A boy and a girl. They're in the country.
Where exactly are they?
We aren't sure. They move around because of the bombings.
And you?
Simone?
Simone, do you know where your brother and sister are?
No. You see, they keep moving. The bombings.
Mom.
Finally, they took us to Auschwitz. I saw my father for the first time since Fort Montluc. I asked the SS guard if my father could come to me. He said yes. And when he was near me, I killed him. A bullet in the neck. I alone survived.
If we could arrange it, would you come with me to Bolivia and confront Barbie?
No, I couldn't. I couldn't. If I saw him again, I might. No, I couldn't.
Well, you need some money for the trip.
We'll find a sponsor. Maybe the newspaper.
Maybe. And we need to find some dramatic evidence to show the Bolivian government so that they can help us.
I'll find it.
You know, every time you go away, I imagine at a train station like Auschwitz, or they take you to one side and Anno and me to the other, and we never see you again. The Nazis are still separating us.
This time we are the men with the dogs.
Frau Klarsfeld.
Thank you for meeting us.
Frau Klarsfeld, welcome to South America.
Beate, how are you?
Hello, how are you? Is this Klarsfeld? How are you?
Hello, I am Beate Klarsfeld. I am here to expose Klaus Altman.
Mrs.
Hello.
Madame,
Hello,
Madame
how are you?
Klarsfeld. Madame
Beate,
Klarsfeld.
will you distribute these dossiers?
Madame Klarsfeld. I'm Luc Pleyel from Agence France Presse. Welcome to La Paz.
I am here to expose Klaus Barbie, who was a Nazi torturer who killed thousands of people. Please read the dossier. It is in Spanish. Hello? 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 How are you? To expose Klaus Altman.
Todos los pasajeros procedentes de París. No pueden pasar. Por favor, todos los pasajeros procedentes de París, vuelo 16, pasen directamente por la aduana. Tengan preparados los pasaportes y visados. Gracias.
I hope it's not too presumptuous to offer counsel, but governments here are not used to being pressured to act. Especially not by foreign women without connections. Barbie enjoys security, police protection. You may be in grave danger.
You are a good copy, madam. I'm at your service.
No haga ninguna declaración a la prensa.
Si no se vuelven a París,
Vuelven a París.
bueno.
Your visa will be honored on the condition that you make no statements to the press. If you do not agree, you must return to Paris immediately.
In that case, I agree.
All the publicity you've generated has forced Altman into an interview on TV tonight.
Good. That should be interesting. Thank you for the ride.
My pleasure.
Do you know a good doctor? Madame Hallenbrunner may need one.
Yes. Try Ernst Schuler, Avenida Boulevard, 36.
I need to get some more information from you.
How about dinner tonight?
Good.
Well, let's meet here at 9 o'clock, after the interview Altman on television.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mom.
I think we should move. Do you mind?
I'm so tired. This room is pleasant enough, isn't it?
Of course. Let's get settled.
You know, Beate, I've been thinking, what if this Altman is not Barbie? Then I won't recognize him. How could I? And we've come all this way.
Ita, you will recognize Barbie.
The German authorities and the Munich judge are positive that you are Klaus Barbie. What did you say?
I'm not Klaus Barbie. As I already told you, I am Klaus Altman. The Munich prosecutor will be able to verify that.
They say there are portraits of Barbie which resemble you.
Mere coincidence. Chance plays a big part with photos.
Were you in the German army?
I took part in the invasion of Holland and Belgium. Later I was in Russia. When the war ended, I was with the 12th Armored Corps in the Ruhr.
People say you were in the Gestapo and that you participated in the tortures. How can I say, with those who gave the floggings?
I was never in the Gestapo. I never went to Lyon. I never tortured anyone. I have a clear conscience. And I implore the French people to believe me.
That was an interview with Senor Klaus Altman. We go now to our advertising football match.
What do you think, Ita? Is it Barbie?
I don't know. Perhaps if I saw him in person, I tell you the truth. Seeing this man has upset me. I don't know anymore.
Then we'll confront Altman.
You know, someone has to reply to Altman's denial. Let me tell the press what you can't.
Why would you take the risk? The story?
Of course, the story. And Barbie. I'm French. And Barbie lives a safe life of luxury here in Bolivia. I'll do what I can to help get him. And you? And you? Non-Jew. Why?
I am German. I love my country. I don't want to be ashamed.
But a woman.
Barbie murdered children. Perhaps that is even more reason.
Getting Barbie is next to impossible. You must realize that.
I must try. The publicity will make it difficult for Barbie. That's why they follow me. Barbie is afraid. Did you call Dr. Schuller?
I feel better now. I took a little nap.
Did Serge call? I miss Serge and Arno. Soon we'll be home. What is it, Ita? Tell me, what is it?
Oh, I hope I can do something here. Klaus Barbie has taken everyone I love from me. Beate. I have these dreams about him. I had the dream again today. In the dream, Barbie is coming to take me. And I know that everything is lost, and if I can, I must kill him. When he took my children from me, I could never let myself believe that they would die. I would lose hope in that sense. But I've outlived my children. The curse. And now, to accuse this man is all that I have left. And what if he's not? What if Altman is not Barbie? I won't recognize him. What will I do?
I am Signora Klarsfeld from Paris.
Please, be seated, Signora.
I have other appointments.
You may enter.
You have come as a private citizen to seek this extradition? How amazing.
Senior Altman, Barbie is amazing too. If you read the dossier.
I will read it with interest. I must remind you, Senora, if you make any statements to the press, I will be forced to deport you.
I will make no statements to the press. What will you do about Barbie?
This is difficult. Altman and Barbie may not be the same man.
There is no question they are the same man. I have explained that to you.
Senora, you are most amazing.
I agreed to see you only to warn you against holding a press conference.
I have agreed to make no statements to the press.
Do not mock us, Senora. You are always with that French correspondent.
Then why did Signor Grimminger tell me...
He finds you amusing. I do not. If you hold a press conference, you will be deported.
Hello? At last. You'll show me in the morning? Good night. You see? That was Playa. Documents arrived from Germany that prove the names of Barbie's wife and children are identical to Altman's wife and children. And the birth dates are the same. The French embassy has requested Barbie's extradition. We are making progress.
Do you know the mischief Barbie could do if he were put on trial? He will be naming innocent Frenchmen, saying they were collaborators.
Are you telling me that French justice is unable to distinguish between the guilty and the innocent? If there were people who collaborated, then they are collaborators, and they will have to look out for themselves. I doubt people will believe him when they hear he murdered children.
Look at this. Bolivia's foremost international lawyer declares the country is sacrosanct asylum. This is the man who will represent Barbie, should there be hearings at his extradition. So all your activity is pointless. For your safety, madame, you are urged to return to Paris.
Oh, salut. What news?
Could I hold a press conference here at, say, 5 o'clock?
Of course. Oh, but the government will hear about it, you know?
Good. I hope so. I've tried to take away my best weapon. I'd like to show them how well I use it. Beate Hallenbrunner will speak to them.
Everybody knows what Barbie did. If this man was Barbie, they would have arrested him.
If I speak with the reporters, I might be expelled. But they haven't said you can't talk to them. Please, Beate, they don't all know, not here.
But if this man is not Barbie?
Signora Klarsfeld has nothing to say to you. Nothing at all. Por favor, un poco de silencio. Por favor. Por favor. Senora Klarsfeld is prohibited from making statements. Please mention that she said nothing. Fortunately, here is a dossier about Senor Altman Barbie, which I will distribute. Here, aquí, los dossiers, por favor. No. Usted va a tener uno también. Por favor, sí, aquí.
am I being held here? Can I talk to my embassy? What happened?
Beate, where have you been?
You're Dr. Schuller?
Yes. Oh, you're Madame Klarsfeld.
Oh, I'm so worried about you.
Oh, she'll be fine. It's just overexcitement.
Where were you? Can't you tell me?
I was detained by the police. I'm just tired. Who is it?
Hola. I heard you'd been released. Did they hurt you?
I'll be going.
Thank you very much.
No very much.
If you need me, please call.
Thank you.
There's a rumor you're both being deported tomorrow. But I found out where Barbie lives and where he has an office.
Can you meet me here in the morning at 8 o'clock?
Sure.
I have something to do before they deport us.
Photographer?
Yeah.
Bye.
When you see him, point. Then turn to the press and shout. That's Klaus Barbie. That's the man who killed my children. All right? Beate, this may be the most important thing you've ever done. Tell Klaus Barbie that Beate Klarsfeld has arrived.
Senor Altman is not here.
He's here. Who else are these men protecting? Do something, madam. Point to him. Accuse him. Say you killed my children. At least the reporters know Madame Hallenbrunner's story.
Yes. They'll draw the right conclusions.
right?
Who is it?
Dr. Schuller. Oh, Mrs. Klarsfeld.
I'm 3 months pregnant. If I'm going to lose the baby, I don't want anyone to know.
I have an operating room in my office. You could go there.
The Nazis must never know. They've taken this child from me.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Beate?
I needed to hear your voice.
How are you?
Yes. How are you? How's Arno?
Well, he's very well. He misses you, of course. But everything's fine here. Has Ita identified Barbie for the press?
No. She can't until she sees him. She's still not sure. It's difficult.
I understand.
There's nothing more we can do.
Is everything all right with you? Beate?
We're coming on the flight tomorrow afternoon. I lost the baby. Talk to me. I need to hear your voice.
Well, I don't know what to say.
No. I love you.
All right. Bye.
No, we're not going tomorrow. We can't. The past frightens me so that I must accuse him. For them.
You're sure? His office is right across the plaza. Hold up the sign so he can read it. Up there.
Vamos a quitar estas pancartas. estás haciendo? Dame este paquete.
Esto es mentira.
No. Quita la cadena. ¿Qué pasa con la mano? Fuera, a tu casa. Siempre haciendo lo mismo. Contestando. A tu país. ¿Qué estás haciendo? Dame este paquete.
Esto es mentira.
Quita la mano. Rómpelo ahora mismo. Fuera. Quita la cadena.
God knows what Barbie did, and God believes in justice. And Klaus Barbie will be punished.
He can't hide from the truth forever. We have let the world know he is Klaus Barbie. In 1983, a new government had taken power in Bolivia, and Klaus Barbie was expelled to France, where he is now awaiting trial for crimes against humanity. That same year, the United States Justice Department issued a 218-page report. It acknowledged American culpability in the Barbie affair and recommended apologizing to the French government for delaying justice.